Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well. I have this little guy here, little visitor. Yeah, he's so cute. So I'm back with a new video and a new channel message. I hope everyone had a nice weekend. I did have a nice weekend in the nature. I just wanted to show you this little guy. He was so ill these days. He was so sick, and he's a stray cat, and we are looking after him with the people that are living in the neighborhood, and me and my family, we are giving him food. And I was really concerned about him because he was very ill these days, and yeah, he's feeling much better now and he has more energy. I just love this little guy, he's so cute. And yeah, I let him sometimes to come to my place, and he sleeps here sometimes during the day, and then I take him outside, and during the night he's outside or in my garage. It's really hard to handle these stray cats because they have their own freedom. They're really used to being free and doing whatever they want, and I cannot just take away that freedom from him, even though he was very ill. And I took him to the vet last week, and the guy told me that he would need surgery. But then it's really challenging, the situation, because he's a stray cat, so he's used to be outside, and after the surgery he would need like at least 2 weeks to stay indoors to recover, and he's not gonna have the patience to do that. So we'll see. I will help him, and I am helping him with whatever treatment I can, and we will see how we are going to handle this situation. But the guy was really nice. He didn't even charge for the consultation, so there are some really nice people out there. So yeah, that was my little intro with the cat, and I am back with a new channel message. As I said, I hope all of you had a nice weekend. I had a really nice time with my friends outside in the nature again, and the heat is continuing to be unbearable. At the moment it's like 20 degrees at my place, so I'm melting, my makeup is melting, so I'm not sure how I'm gonna do this video, but I will do it because I love to do these videos. So I contacted the Galactic Federation of Light last night, and I asked them about the conflicts and challenges that's going on at the moment, and on an individual level as well, because the energies are still very polarizing, and every single person that I know at the moment is being challenged. Relationships that were the most harmonious ones or seemed the most peaceful and the most stable ones are being challenged at the moment. So everything that was lying dormant in the past came up to the surface last year. So last year started this process of cleaning up whatever doesn't serve us, and this year has accelerated the process and has intensified the process as well. So if you have noticed certain problems in your life, in your relationships or in your family dynamics that were coming up last year, now those things are being accentuated 100%. My limits are being pushed and my buttons are being pushed by my family as well. So things are being really intense at the moment. And I was just telling my friend this weekend that 2021 is like coming with a huge mirror behind you. And it's like, if you don't stop for a second and turn around and look in that mirror, I will keep coming behind you. I will keep forcing you to look in the mirror, because there's no more turning away from the problems and putting them aside. You could do that up until last year, but this year is just, no, you have to look in the mirror. You like it or not, and it's uncomfortable, but you have to do that because there's a lot of tension and things keep screaming in your face. So we gotta change things. So no one is having it easy this year. For every single person, there is a challenge in a certain area. For some people, is their finances. If they didn't have a stable and sure financial plan up to this point, then this year is being shown to them that they have to change their attitude towards money. For other people, is their relationships. If they didn't have a very stable relationship and built on strong foundations, then it's either falling apart or there is an opportunity for that relationship to be strengthened this year. And for other people, is their health. So we are being challenged in all areas at the moment, and no one is an exception, no one. And this is what I asked the Galactic Federation about last night. What can we do in order to make this process somewhat easier, this transition, because this is a transitional period that we are going through right now, because there's always a breakthrough, after we experience such tension and such challenge in a particular area. So there's a great opportunity for all of us to work on whatever is being presented at the moment and coming up. Because as I said in one of my videos, that what they gave me as a download was that we are closing certain karmic cycles. And those areas that we are working on at the moment, those are part of those cycles. Imagine that some time ago you needed a few lifetimes in order to overcome certain challenges. And now, because of the energies of the planet, we are being given the opportunity to deal with those things that were a problem for so long, for so many lifetimes. We can deal with that now in a 1 year time, because the energies are allowing us, and we have all the tools, and we are harnessing our psychic abilities as well to connect to our spirit guides, to the other side, to source energy, to extraterrestrial beings that are helping and assisting us in this process. So it's somewhat understandable, but it feels like we are working on something continuously and it's never ending. It's like one thing coming up and then we are dealing with it, we overcome that, but there's another thing and you have the impression that it's never ending. But what is happening is just this whole shadow work is being concentrated on a shorter and smaller time frame, basically. But it's great because we can move forward very soon, and I think collectively as well we can move forward. It still feels like things are just going down the hill, but actually if you look back, we did make a huge progress since last year. But there is still a lot of generational trauma that needs to be integrated. Look at the indigenous people, what is going on in Canada, or look at the racism that is coming up over and over again, the abuse of power, and so on and so on. Okay, so let's get into the message. Enough of blah blah. So this channeled message is from the 12th of June 2021. Oh my god, I put 2020. From the Galactic Federation of Light. 12th of June 2020? No, it's 12th of July 2021. Oh my god. Why did I put 12th of June 2020? I have to look it up what happened last year. I was still in London back then. Okay, so channeled message from the 12th of July 2021 from the Galactic Federation of Light. We understand what you're all feeling about the speed of the events and about them not progressing as fast as you would imagine them to progress. And we understand your frustration, and this is a normal behavior of the human mind, as it wants everything to be exactly as it is planning it to be. However, this process goes beyond the human mind. It goes beyond the conscious level of the perpetual reality. It is beyond that information, and in order to fully understand what is happening and how things are unfolding, you have to connect to the very being of your soul, the consciousness of the human heart that is located at the center of your energetic system, and is providing information about your current situation, your inner behaviors, and energy exchange. Take it as it is, and the unfolding of the events will assert itself in time and at optimal frequency. Do not try to manipulate what is behind this energetic information. Do not try to convey the road towards the enlightening process, because it is what is required for your evolution and spiritual understanding. And this is where I asked, what can we do in order to feel better? How can we overcome this? And they said, do not try to manipulate the process or to speed it up in any form, because the roadblocks that are put in your way are serving a very important and constant, continuous purpose for you to understand where you are coming from, where you are heading to, and which lessons have to be fully integrated. Your soul have chosen the path and have chosen certain planetary events for its own evolution. And trying to manipulate what is behind the soul's purpose is trying to manipulate your own free will, your own understanding about your own evolution, and your own plans that you have set for yourself before coming to this human body. Understand that certain spiritual lessons have to be integrated in this lifetime and have to be conveyed, same as the realization of the soul from previous lifetimes. Whatever information you are bringing with yourself is for the evolution of you and for the collective as well. It works both ways, and you can fully integrate that knowledge when you let go of the need to manipulate events. The manifestations of certain planetary trajectories will happen according to your free will, according to what you are planning as a collective and what you are bringing into realization and into manifestation. Free will plays a high importance in these events and in what is all happening right now. Your free wills are creating what is playing out in this very moment, and your collective consciousness and memory from different planets, different cosmic connections, and cosmic relations is bringing the events forward. For example, the Pleiadian star system is built on certain laws that have to be accepted and have to be respected in order for the evolution of the consciousness to unfold in a manner that is not violating your free will. Your Pleiadian parts, your Pleiadian DNAs require this process to be respected and understood, that non-intervention is needed. Take the experience forward by connecting to nature, by connecting to yourself in your own rhythm, with your own methods, with meditation, with yoga, with different spiritual practices, with grounding yourself in the nature and enjoying every moment of being there, connected to the very core of Mother Earth, by having the experience of unity with all living creatures and with nature itself. In all those experiences, you will understand your pure divine unity and connection with the universal consciousness and the infinity of creation. That consciousness and that connection is something that will help you to step into your power and will inspire you as well to change the course of this planet into a positive and uplifting direction. You are all craving that experience, but in each and every moment, you can have that experience through your connection with yourself. It doesn't need to be a collective experience and a visible change in the society. It all starts with the unique personal experience with yourself, with the connection with your loved ones and all living creatures. That is the connection which is your starting point of creating a better reality for you collectively. And the seed of that reality is rooted in the connection with yourself and in the organic connection with the unity consciousness. And this is when I asked, when we will see changes in the society? And they said, changes are happening currently. Changes are everywhere. All countries and all parts of the world are experiencing this shift in their unique form. Each individual has their own unique challenge in this very moment. That is also a turning point, and it serves as an ongoing challenge, catalyst, and starting point towards a deeper understanding of their own consciousness, of their own purpose, and their own identity. Their own reality is built on their own experiences with each other and with themselves, and it goes back to many lifetimes and many experiences in this cosmic realm and cosmic connections. So in order to fully understand for each individual why they went through certain experiences in past lifetimes or future events as well, they also have to connect with themselves in a manner that is most comfortable for them and most optimal on their spiritual level. Please understand, lovely beings, that you are in a process that happens gradually and requires your patience and forgiveness for yourselves. There are certain steps that need to be taken that cannot be over-intellectualized. Their integration needs them to be felt, to be faced, to be held close to your heart. And this is the step that will give you all those social perceptions that will change the course of the events. It can be gradual, but it can be a quantum leap, as there are many timelines available in this planetary consciousness. There are many events in place that can influence the outcome, and you can flip timelines at any moment. But from what we are aware of, the timeline that you choose will lead you to a direction that is not necessarily expected by you all. However, fear needs to be eliminated because the ultimate outcome is ensured. It has been in the making, and so it is happening, and so it is being manifested. Yes, there is a frustration taking place in many minds about the events not having clear objectives. Therefore, they are being misinterpreted by many of your people. However, if you only focus on one direction, on one particular path that is leading to a better earth, to a better planet based on unity, and a society that is choosing its path based on the unity consciousness and unconditional love, then what is unfolding will be in perfect harmony with your soul's evolution and your deepest desires and manifestation. That is the path that you need to focus on. That is the path and the outcome you have to have in mind as a goal. And that will be the path which will be manifested, and that is assured. Do not take over the whole world's problems and issues and try to understand them. Do not carry them on your shoulders. It is not your job to solve the world's underlying issues. Focus on what is ahead of you, one step at a time. Focus on yourself, your own evolution, and your own planetary manifestation and role. And when you focus on that, and each and one of you do that, you create that unity grid, which will allow and help other souls as well to focus on their own evolution and their own roles in the societal grid. When you do that, your energetic level automatically increases and your level of consciousness reaches that ideal understanding which is required for the unity love consciousness to be born. You want a new earth, you want a new society, new structures. You feel depleted and you are tired of what has been preventing you to express your own unique sovereign nature. There's a lot of confusion and misunderstanding of what is taking place, but it's all perfectly unfolding in the most perfect harmony, even if you don't see that. There is harmony underneath the seeming chaos. There has always been harmony. Choose to connect to that. Acknowledge what is in front of you. Stand in your power and claim your power. Take back what is your birthright. Connect to your inbuilt memory and guidance system and claim your connection with yourself. Do not let outside influences to interfere with it. Claim your individuality, independence, freedom, and sovereignty. But do not let fear lead the way. Let love lead the way. Process those things that feel uncomfortable and hard to digest. Take them to your heart, hold them close to it, and this is how you integrate them. And move on to the unity consciousness, understanding and forgiveness for each other, for what has been, and for what has been repeating itself in the history of humankind. Lovely beings, we are the Galactic Federation of Light, and we are here again to assist you if you allow yourselves to experience that connection with us, if you allow yourselves to reach out. We are here, and the connection is available to all of you. So please take this message as a confirmation of such high-dimensional connection. Let us tell you that whatever you are going through is part of your plan that you have for yourself. Honor that plan and honor the fact that you are playing an important and significant role in this cosmic dance and resonance. We leave you now. Please be with love, be with understanding and compassion towards yourself and towards each other. Love and light from the infinite creator of the infinity of the galaxies and multiverses. Okay, that was the message for today, and I cannot handle this heat. I'm dying. I don't know how you guys are handling this heat, but it's a real torture. And we cannot really complain. I mean, I cannot really complain because there are some parts of the world where this is a real problem. There are actually many people dying because of this heat. So I heard some astrologers saying that this was kind of expected because of Mars being in Cancer or something like that. I'm not exactly sure what is going on astrologically right now, but we expected the summer to be so hot. So it's a real challenge this year. We are being challenged in all areas. Okay, one thing that I wanted to mention before I end this video is that they mentioned at some point in the channeling that many of us have Pleiadian DNAs, which we know many of the starseeds are having Pleiadian DNAs. In fact, I would say that all of us have Pleiadian DNAs, and we all have reptilian DNAs as well. It's just these DNAs and origins have a certain percentage. They are present in us in different percentages, and it's really up to our free will which DNA and which aspects of our DNAs we want to activate in this lifetime. And that is the reason why many people in those groups with E are having a high percentage of their reptilian DNAs. So they are really focused on self-service. And that is why it's so important to them, the blood lineage, so they don't mix with other species and they can keep and preserve that reptilian DNA basically. So yeah, most of us have Pleiadian DNAs. I heard someone saying something very interesting, is that we were seeded by the Pleiadians and the Pleiadians were seeded by the Arcturians. So it's like the Arcturians are our grandparents, and we all have some percentage of Arcturian DNA as well, and many other species as well. And they mentioned that in the Pleiadian star system, how important is free will and how important is this non-interference, because the star system itself is built on certain laws that have to be respected in order to the evolution of the consciousness to unfold in a manner that is not violating free will. That's what they said exactly. So what I'm trying to say with that, the events that are unfolding here right now are a subject to our free will and what we want to create collectively. And even though we would like to fast forward the process, certain steps cannot be skipped. And I talked about that in my previous video. So we are going into the right direction, but we cannot manipulate the process, because manipulating the process would be equal to trying to manipulate our own free will. And that would be interference. And low vibration is all about interfering with other creatures' free will. And this is what they are trying to do with us as well. The governments, they are trying to force certain things on us, and they are violating our freedom, our sovereignty, and our free will. And if we don't stand up for ourselves and stand in our powers, they will succeed. And we don't want to go into that direction. We want to focus on that outcome, which is based on unity consciousness and unconditional love. And I had a very interesting download this weekend. My friend has a 5-year-old son and he's so cute. He understands how to play chess. And I haven't done it for a long time. But while I was playing with him, I had this download that this simulation that we are living in is like chess. And there are certain laws in the universe, as there are certain rules in chess that need to be respected in order to play a game that is fair play. And whenever they are trying to manipulate and to mess with those laws in the universe and to interfere with free will, because that's one of the laws in the universe, the law of non-interference. So whenever they are trying to do that, they are trying to win the game in a non-fair way. And this is what they do. This is what this whole pandemic is about. And the consequences of the pandemic, interfering with one's free will, trying to win the game by not respecting the rules and the laws of the universe. And they try to change those rules and those laws so they can say that they are playing a fair game, but they are not. Whenever they are messing with your sovereignty, with your freedom, and your freedom of choice, your freedom of speech, your freedom of expressing who you are, they are always violating your free will on a soul level. So it's good to acknowledge that manipulation and that violation exists, and they will try everything possible to stop this awakening process and this ascension. So it's good to look at those things as existing ones and not to close our eyes and turn away like it didn't existed. But we also have to have in mind that outcome of unconditional love and that society that is based on unity consciousness, and this is what we have to focus on. This is the path that we have to see in front of us as unfolding, and we can manifest that definitely. So this is all I wanted to say. The kitty fell asleep while I was recording the video. He's so cute. So if this message has resonated with you, then feel free to share it with other people that can also resonate. And also, if you resonate with the energies of my channel, then feel free to subscribe to it, to hit the notification bell. And thank you again for being here and for commenting on my videos. Your support means a lot to me, and it's really giving me that push to continue doing what I'm doing. So guys, take care of yourselves. Have a nice day, have a nice week, and I cannot wait to see you in my next video. Kisses.